So we are it,
Alright, well,
Okay.
we have four, so, oh, five,
okay, yep,
so we're good.
okay,
Alright, and it's 1 minute past 7, so when you're ready.
I'm ready.
So we'll bring the meeting to order. Let's see, we have four regular members and one alternate here. Tonight we're just doing business of the board, so there'll be no formal hearings. And I think the first thing that we needed to address was the request for a rehearing. Thank you. Oh, I guess actually we'll stay in the order of the agenda, which is the approval of the June 25th meeting minutes first.
Here's that file for the rehearing if you're ready for it.
I move to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I wasn't in attendance on the
Okay.
meeting.
Alright, Webb, were you in attendance for the last meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, so.
I did, yes, and I approve, yes,
Okay, alright, then we do have.
You second it, you mean?
I guess that would be a second, yeah, but we have four people.
Sean seconded.
I can't.
He doesn't, he
Oh,
can't,
you can't, okay.
yeah, which is why I was counting to make sure we
Gotcha.
had four.
there we
could-
go.
And we did.
Okay,
So, all in favor of approving the minutes of June 25th without amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Contrary minded,
Aye,
take that as a yeah, that you're approving, you're voting to approve, Webb?
yes, yeah,
Thank you. Alright, so that's all set. Yeah, it's like a moon mission. Alright, so the next item is, I guess, here is the discussion of, or do we don't have, oh, we do have the hearing request on, okay. So I guess I'll keep it, actually, I'm gonna change the order a little bit. We're gonna do the discussion of the rehearing requests first, I think, just to get that out of the way.
and if you could speak up loud.
Oh, sorry, I think that would be fairly quick to deal with, well, we'll see. But there was as you all know, there was a request for a rehearing regarding, which case is it? Was the school on New Road.
Okay.
It's written on the
Oh.
tab of the manila folder.
Yeah.
That was within, I thought they had to do that within 30
Thank
days.
you. What can be?
That-
Yeah, it was case 2024-7, Montgomery and Gould? Is that what's-
Those were the
Mercedes.
abutters.
They were the applicants, it's a special exception for a school,
Yeah,
and the question, there were questions that were raised by Mr. Was that the name? And we went through them the last time we were here, except we had one outstanding item that we wanted to get guidance on,
Which was,
which was whether or not there would be any impact to the property owner's rights on the abutting properties, particularly relative to firearms.
yes.
And so,
But the appeal, this isn't an appeal, this is because
This
we
is a
tabled it?
a request for a rehearing,
Because we tabled that?
because we felt there was information that we didn't consider. He presented information, we felt that all the items save one were not new information, and we may say that for the last one, but we had questions about that last one, about whether or not there was a potential for impacting the property owner's rights, relative to firearms, because of the presence of a school,
Yeah.
and whether or not that would constitute
The,
school zone.
the issue was school zone.
Right.
Got
it. So that's all it was, so, the selectmen and a number of other folks, did a bunch of research. I originally was thinking we'd reach out to the town's attorney, but in reaching out to Ken Folsom, first, to get authorization to speak with them, he mentioned that they had already been visibly trying to determine that, and I don't know, Cal, do you wanna speak to it? Cause you were quite eloquent in your phrasing of it, when I had that call with Ken.
So, there's two issues, there's the issue of whether or not it's a school zone and whether or not being a school zone would affect the rights of the neighboring property owners to use firearms on their own property. And Ken did a bunch of research on whether or not it would be considered a school zone, and the answer is that it would be essentially up to the town and the police department. So like there would need to be formal recognition of something being created as a school zone. But the town and the police department have no intention of making that area a school zone. So theoretically it could be, but it's not. The other more definitive part of it is that the two laws that Mr. Entwistle cited in his letter, one of them was, I wanna say 644.13, RSA 644.13 in the criminal code, and that says that he misquoted it essentially, like in his letter, he says that it states,
Yeah,
Actually, let me just read it.
644.13.
644.13, could I see his letter too? So he says that 644.13, which prohibits the discharge of a firearm within 300 feet of any school designated property line, that's not what 644.13 says. 644.13 says that, it basically says you can't discharge a firearm within the compact part of a town or city, and it has three definitions of what those compact parts could be. One of them is a non-residential commercial building, and then it goes to list those, but it's not. It is a residential building, like its primary purpose is residential and secondary is the school. So it doesn't fall under that one, it doesn't fall under the second one, which is park, playground, or other outdoor public gathering place. And it doesn't fall under number 3, which is a contiguous area containing 6 or more buildings, basically like a high density area, so.
But is there a designation for a amount of footage or what?
No, so that's also part of it, is that he says discharge of a firearm within 300 feet of any school designated property line. It's a 300 feet a perimeter wide around the buildings. So he's wrong on both parts. It doesn't say this property doesn't fall under one of the 3 categories that are affected by this RSA. And it's not 300 feet of the property line, it would be 300 feet of the buildings, so.
But at least there's some ambiguity in terms of whether or not the police department might determine.
No, so I think if this is in fact a verbatim quote of what Officer Dumas said to Mr. Entwistle, then Officer Dumas was incorrect, and he needs to be given a copy of this RSA so that he understands that that's not.
So the concern was incorrect, we believe, and
Yes.
the officer's response to their
Concern
redress of it
also incorrect.
is also incorrect.
So that whole part of this letter is incorrect.
So none of those are applicable to it, and in addition to that, it's not a school zone, and it's
Right.
unlikely to be a school zone.
And then the third part of it, cause he cites 2 different laws in here, the third one is that he refers to the Gun Free School Zone Act of 1990, and I think I printed out a copy of it. In there, oh, that one, yes, please. So.
And that's a federal act?
This is a federal act, so this is the state level, so we've looked at the town level, which is if there's a local ordinance about guns in school zones, there is not, and there's no local authority saying that it's a school zone. At the state level, this is the RSA that would apply, and it does not apply to this situation. And then at the federal level, this is the law that would apply, so he says, Mr. Entwistle says that that this would forbid the knowing possession of a firearm in a school zone. And he talks about the definition of a school zone. However, at the start of the text of this law, so it's gonna be section 2, subparagraph B. Subparagraph B says, shall not apply to the possession of a firearm, subsection I, on private property not part of school grounds. So,
Say that again, please.
it basically says, this law shall not apply to possession of a firearm on private property not part of school grounds.
Not part of school grounds.
So the
Okay.
neighboring.
So the neighboring parcels, even if this was considered a school
A school zone.
by the federal definition, which we still believe it's not, but even if we were incorrect and it was, this law would not apply to the neighbors. Yeah, so
The only thing that would apply would be a 300-foot perimeter around the school.
The building.
and that would be on the state
On the-
level.
Right.
But that, it's I think if it had been if it was like New Freedom Academy, where they were primarily an educational facility, or at least that was part of their
A
primary,
cluster of buildings,
that would fall under RSA 64413. Because it does talk about educational facilities, but it's only for commercial buildings. So
So what is the rehearing for, if
So we
know
don't-
it's not?
you don't need to have a rehearing.
No, we're
That's
voting on
essentially
whether or
what
not
you're.
to have a rehearing.
Alright.
Yeah, so he presented the letter, he did do it within 30 days, it's just that this keeps getting pushed down from scheduling issues. And now, last meeting, you discussed everything else in his letter, and school zones and firearms was the only thing remaining that you had a question on. And so now we've answered those questions to say, no, it would not affect a property, it would not affect abutters, so,
Well, thank you, I think you've done a great job
Yeah,
in clearing that up
I agree.
with me.
yeah.
I think if I were to have any concern, it would be the legal standpoint with our legal confirming this. Is that necessary?
No, we've done everything but have Mike Courtney spend an hour looking at this. So we've had NHMA's lawyers look at it, we've had the School Board Association of New Hampshire look at it, we've had basically everybody who's knowledgeable without paying our lawyer $150 an hour.
Then I move we not grant the rehearing.
Is there a second
I'll
for that?
second that.
What, did you hear all that out there?
I did, yes, thank you. Cal, you did a super job.
Agreed. Did anyone want a second?
I'll second that.
Alright, so we have a second, all in favor of denying a rehearing, for that case?
Aye.
And contrary minded?
Aye,
That was again a positive, that was again, you're voting in favor of the, okay, got it, thank you. Alright, so that finally puts that one to bed.
It's, I don't know, can I say anything more about that?
I don't think so.
The hearing is closed, or not the hearing, but the discussion about the rehearing is closed, so
Yeah.
I guess as far as the way the agenda is worded, if we wanted to discuss rehearing of cases in the general, we could do that, but that case is closed. So, how's that?
I'm done.
Okay, fair enough. So the next item is the discussion of the board procedures, including right to know and code of conduct. So I guess, I'm not sure what,
I'm not sure either. Were there any leftover questions
I guess that was really
from
what,
last?
I went through the code of conduct, I mean, the best thing I got out of that is disagree, but don't be disagreeable.
Yeah,
yeah,
Right?
it's a lot of people have said the same thing, and a lot of people have come to me and said, why do we have this at all? And unfortunately, not on this board, but in other boards, like pretty much every single thing that we had to list in there is something that somebody has done, so.
If the CEO of astronomy would have had a code of conduct in place,
Right, yeah, so thank
do
you
you
for,
get the reference?
I did not.
Where have you guys been? Oh my
it's,
gosh.
Oh, I see, okay, that, okay,
The Coldplay?
Alright,
yeah, some guy got caught cheating
It's an
on
internet meme.
camera
Oh,
at the concert.
The
It's ridiculous.
CEO of astronomy, a New York software company,
Oh.
big, is at a Coldplay concert, and he's hugging his director or VP of human resources,
and he's married.
and he's married, they're both sleazeballs. And Coldplay has this thing where they do like this kiss cam thing, and Chris Martin puts them up on the screen, and they're doing this, and he goes, the people look and they see, she turns around in she's horrified, and he actually goes out of the screen. And Chris Martin says, they are either,
I don't remember.
there's either infidelity going on, or they're terribly shy.
Well, in any case, I think,
Let's
even,
move on.
yeah, we can move on and
Oh, that's a great
I
start.
think it's safe to say relative to whether or not, having them, it's like, it's easy for anyone to get out of control fast. People get emotional,
Mhm.
so it's good to have these and think about them.
Well, to disagree, I would say many people become emotional, and I don't find that that's out of control. In all the years that I've been doing this, I've never seen anyone out of control.
It's come pretty close. I've been here a couple times where it's escalated, but is that something you can reference? I mean, what happens? Can you reference that and
I
then
think,
have them removed?
and they're posted, so.
Like-
I think actually I was remiss by not mentioning that when we started the meeting, because aren't we supposed to mention that they're posted?
Well, so that goes into like another piece of, I was hoping to have it ready for tonight, so maybe that's why this was, you guys need rules of procedure and bylaws. You had them, but no one can find them, and you're legally required to have them. So we're making new ones. Lisa was very helpful and read through it and provided comment. But I just went to training from NHMA, and there's a lot more that I need to add to it, so I'm still working on getting the draft together.
Thank you for doing that.
And one of the things is like the procedure for hearing, and one of the things is like reading aloud parts of I mean, you do it anyway, it's just making it more formal about like, here's the rules of the hearing, this is how the hearing's gonna go. Also, there's the code of conduct for anybody who needs it, and if you violate it 3 times or something, like you may be removed from the meeting.
Will that be created in script form, like a can?
We can make it
That
a
would,
canned
that would
script.
be the best way to handle that. That
Yeah.
way, if anyone had to take over the meeting,
Yeah.
we can just go through the bullet points.
Yeah, we can definitely provide that to make it
That's a
easier.
good suggestion, yeah.
Yeah, I only know what I know because I heard Joe say it so many times.
I know.
Yeah.
So, we'll put that together. So the bylaws are
Okay.
incoming, and once I finish that draft, I'm gonna send it out to the whole board for review, and you have to have 2 subsequent public discussions about it, and then at the 3rd meeting, you would be able to approve it. So, it's a bit of a process, but that's good, that'll give us time for feedback and, editing, making sure that it's, cause there are some things that you're gonna need to make decisions on, like, there's a lot of things that I'm just making assumptions about, as a placeholder before it gets to the actual board, cause I'm trying to make it so that you guys don't have to do what the planning board does, like going through grammar and going through like, maybe we should rearrange this over here or there or something, like I don't want you to have to do that, cause that's waste your time. So, I will present it to you when it's in good position, and then you'll need to discuss things like do we want it to be 30 days or 45 days, or do we want it to be like
Mhm.
this, sent out this way or that way, like
Iron out the details.
yeah,
I'm sure, you know, you'd certainly feel free to ask if there were any questions that would help you, that we could answer right now that would help you in the process of putting it together. But it probably is more efficient to just go through it once you get a draft.
yeah,
Okay, well, that was, I think that was that bullet item
I think
basically.
that's what that was, and there's also, I'm gonna send out an email with some suggested training, cause I know that you watched the Right to Know video, thank you.
That
But
was very good.
oh, thanks.
Yeah, no,
I tried to make it as painless as possible, even though it's a very long,
there was some redundancies, but
yeah,
other than that.
so, thank you, so I'm gonna send out, particularly Gary and Randy, I was hoping they would be here, cause I have some materials for them, but, I'll catch up with them another time. And I'll just send that out to you guys, and, cause I think you still need to watch the Right to Know video, and Gary and Randy do, but I haven't even sent it to them, so there's no way they could have watched it.
And I'm also aware that I need to be sworn in.
Yes, and you're coming in on Tuesday.
I am gonna be on Tuesday, I did commit to being there. I didn't, for some reason didn't realize that Sam was there on Tuesdays late.
Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays is noon to 7 p.m.
I always thought it was just Thursdays, living in the past.
Well, there's a PowerPoint for that as well, in fact, it was a PowerPoint, so that could be, you could look at it like that as well, as opposed to a video. If someone wanted to
Yes.
read it,
Yes, if someone wanted to read.
I mean, would that be acceptable for someone, or do you think there's more detail in
There's
the?
a lot more detail in what was said.
Typically, that's the way it is with PowerPoint,
Yeah,
or should be,
well,
if done right.
yeah, that's what I was trying to
Okay,
make it,
no, you're right.
yeah.
Okay. Well, is there any other old business? So we do have, I guess that is really the old business as well. Is there any other business that we wanna attend to tonight? We're all here.
I have nothing.
Did you guys RSVP to the all boards meeting?
What's that?
Did you guys RSVP to the all boards meeting? I can't remember if the ZBA was one of them.
I haven't, when is that?
No.
Okay, that's September something.
Okay, but it's, there was an email in that I've got.
Yes,
Okay.
Ken sent an email to all the chairs, it's really the
Yeah.
chairs that are like
I might have done,
required,
yeah.
but everybody is invited.
I don't remember that, what was the title of the
If
email?
it's around the 19th.
I think it just got sent to Jim.
Okay,
Yeah, I think I did actually, I may have RSVP'd to it, now that the name of the meeting didn't sound right.
And it's to go over the code of conduct and basically to go over the code of conduct.
I'll check my email just to make sure, but I will be there.
I can't find it, so.
I don't have anything.
How about you? Webb, anything out there?
How about- Actually, no, I don't. I think that we'll just wait for that draft and make comments then.
Okay? Yeah, seems like that's the way to go. Alright, so is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? All in favor?
Oh, hold up, weren't we going to discuss?
No, cause there was a miscommunication.
Okay,
The next meeting is when there's the
This
hearing.
is practice
for this
meeting for me.
okay,
Yeah.
alright.
You were here anyway, so might as well.
Alright, so is all in favor of adjournment?
I,
Contrary minded?
You have to. You have to wait for it.
I
yeah, you gotta wait the 3-second moon.
In the same.